$550. That's how much nursing school was for my grandma in the 1950s. To put that into perspective, it cost about $20,000 to go to the same nursing school in Denver, Colorado. Now look at the chief on the board. He is the reason my grandma was able to pay for school. The chief's head plays a role in the roots of my family's farm, the values we hold in education, and the history of Nebraska. Now first, you're probably all wondering why and how the chief was made. So my grandfather's parents homesteaded on the plains of Nebraska, and they had a farm there. And every single day, my grandfather would go out and collect perfect piece arrowheads, or perfect point arrowheads. And he collected them all throughout his younger years, and then he actually raised his own family there, so where my grandma grew up, and he collected the arrowheads into his adulthood. He had so many arrowheads that he eventually decided to create an Indian chief out of all the arrowheads that he had. Eventually, he moved to Ogallala City, and they brought the arrowhead, the chief arrowhead, as a remembrance of the roots and where they grew up. And eventually, my grandmother wanted to go to nursing school, but they didn't have enough money to send her. So the only thing of wealth that they had was this chief's head, and my great-grandfather sold it to a wealthy widow in Ogallala City. The chief eventually hung up on the bank's wall, the city bank, and my grandmother was able to go to school. Because my grandmother was so thankful for her education and with her career, she was able to then pay for her little brother's education, and then he was able to pay for his little sister's. So the chief's head was crucial in the value that my family holds with education. And not only does the chief hold a special place in the Yeager family, but it also pays a tribute to the Indians that once lived on the plains of Nebraska. Once my great-grandfather passed away, the city of Ogallala established a museum for the Native American tribes. They knew about the head and asked if they could hang it as a piece that plays a part of Nebraska's history. The widow actually gave it back to my grandfather when she passed away because they knew how important it was to my family. So first looking at the chief, you would think it was just a cool piece of artwork. But now you know the history that the artifact plays in my family's roots and history of Nebraska. This chief is more than just a nursing school tuition. It's a culture that represents my family as a whole.